because last year it was a bit sad. We received very few students and we sent very few students, and we hope we can slowly get back to normal. We are in charge of the international office of the school. I am Alicia, and our team is composed by Maria and Natalia, who are part of the staff, and we have a student, an architecture student collaborating with us, Andrea, who will be the face that will appear at office window if you come, okay? So she will be your contact person, mainly. We have prepared for you an arrival package, okay, in order to give you all the necessary information for the first steps at the school and arrival. But I guess that you have already received a lot of emails from the international office from our university, which is called OMI, Oficina de Movilidad de Estudiantes. Okay. They organize what they call the orientation week, and they organize these several activities, which this year are all online, not face-to-face. Small sessions about some thematic issues about things that are useful for all international students coming to UPC, not only exchange students. Have you attended these sessions? Any of you?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
About the international students and EU.
Okay. There are several sessions in English and in Spanish. If you don't want to attend them, at least please contact this office and get information about the legal procedures that you are obliged to do in your arrival in Spain. Okay. They can also give you more information about the general services of the university, the sports services, the language services, about the COVID measures that are implemented in general at the university, about the vaccination campaign in Spain that maybe you are allowed to take part in. All this information is given by the OMI, okay? We will give you the information related to the School of Architecture, okay? So we recommend that you contact them in the first days of your stay here, okay? But we're going to give you information about the architecture school. We are located at the South Campus of the university. They are located at the North Campus. If you want to go to the office, I think that now they open from Tuesday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But I think that they would prefer that you send an email to them asking for an appointment or to join their sessions, okay? So please do so. To get there, you just have to cross the Diagonal Avenue, the big street there, take the Alhambra Street and enter the North Campus. Look for building C3, okay? And they are located in the ground floor. Okay, so if you open the package, what would you find? First, you will find an envelope with your student card, your UPC student card, okay? You can use it as identification, and this year it will be in particular very useful because sometimes you will have to accredit yourself as UPC student to enter some of the facilities. Okay. Okay. We also have given you the folder, and there are two information packages and 2 forms inside. These 2 forms you will have to hand it with you the day of your enrollment. And today we're going to explain the information given in the booklets, okay? One of them is about useful tools, intranet and platforms that you will use during your stay here, and Maria will explain it at the second part of the session. And I'm going to explain you the contents of the academic information that will help you to choose the right courses to enroll, okay? So there are 5 steps you have to follow for the first days here. We are at the first check-in at the international office. We will have this session that will last about 1 hour or so. And then at the end, we will go for a small tour around the school facilities, okay? To show you how to locate everything. Then, next week on Tuesday, there will be an online orientation meeting, okay? Besides the academic staff of the international office, our school has a system of guidance and attendance for the international students who are coming here as exchange or visiting students. We have a vice dean for international relations, but we also have several teachers, 35, 40 teachers who are involved in the mobility programs, and they are your academic advisors. So in the dossier, we have put you the name of your particular academic advisor, okay? This is a teacher that knows your home university and can help you to choose the right courses. We ask you to come here to Barcelona with your portfolio to show to the advisor if you meet with him, and that will help this person to guide you to write the course level you want to follow, okay? It's not necessary that you hand your portfolio to the international office, just to show to the tutor, okay? So on Tuesday, at that orientation meeting, they will explain you in detail the contents of every subject of the architecture degree in order to help you to choose the right ones. And the academic advisors will be there, and maybe they will ask you to meet later before enrollment if you want more individual assistance, okay? It's optional. It's not compulsory to meet your tutor individually before enrollment. It's only if you want more accurate guidance, okay? And then your enrollment will be by appointment at the international office face-to-face from 8 to 10 September. And each of you will have an appointment with a specific date and time to come to the international office, okay? And then classes will start at the next week on Monday, 13 September. Okay. This year, the academic activities are planned to be all face-to-face. Last year, there were mainly online classes. Only at the end of the academic year, there were a few activities at the school face-to-face. But this year, the sanitary situation allows us to have full face-to-face activities. Okay. The only restriction is that usually classes are in small groups of 20, 40 students, but some theoretical classes are bigger groups. Maybe they have 80 students enrolled, okay? And we are not allowed to use the full capacity of this kind of classrooms, only 70%, okay? So if you are enrolled in a subject that takes place in one of these classrooms that we will show you later, not all the enrolled students can enter the classroom, only 70%, and the rest of them will have to go to an alternative space to follow the class in streaming, okay? So you have classes here and you are not entering the classroom this particular day, you will have to go to this study room or to the library to follow in streaming the classes at the same time as the rest of the students. Classes won't be recorded, they won't be, it's just streaming and at the same time, synchronously, okay? We will send you this map by email later on, okay? For the rest, the school facilities will be open only for classes. That means that we have many other spaces that usually are used by the students to work by themselves, to meet with other students, to work together as a group. These spaces will be closed this year. So only in use the classroom for classes or the library. If you want to work by yourself, you can make a reservation at the library for a spot to work with yourself, okay? But we cannot allow people to meet together without a list of participants. So the self-study rooms will be closed, okay? You have any questions about that? No, okay. After when we do the tour at the school, we'll show you which of the services will be open or closed this year. Okay, so if we go back here, we start with academic. No, we will start with the website, okay? We have compiled here a lot of information which is already at the website. but sometimes it's hard to find for someone who doesn't know the website. So you have all the basic and necessary information here printed, okay? But you can also have more resources at the website about the contents. So this is a small guide on how to find information. Pots posar a la web. Okay. Have you already have a look at the website of the school? Yeah. So you will have noticed that the main page is only complete at the Catalan version. If you go to the Spanish or to the English version, the main page is very poor. That is because for a technical issue, the news and the advices only appear at the Catalan version, okay? But the contents of the menu are in the 3 languages. So if you want to get information, the basic information in English or Spanish, you won't find it. It's only the main page, which is for the news and the warnings, which is more completed in Catalan. So for instance, if we are advising about a new workshop or something, check the main page in Catalan, okay? If you look for a specific information, then you change language and you can browse the website in Spanish or English. So we go there, sorry, and we have a shortcut here about the COVID measures implemented at the school, okay? If there are any changes of what I have already explained it to you, it will appear here, or the teachers will inform you about any changes, okay? Okay, so we change language. And if we're looking for information about the architecture degree, we go here to studies. These are the degrees at the school, but you will enroll here at the Grau en Estudis de Arquitectura. Or architecture degree is a 5-year degree. Usually at other European schools, the structure is a 3-year bachelor plus a 2-year master. But our degree is a 5-year degrees. And after that, only Spanish students do a 1-year master for professional accreditation, okay? But this is meant only for Spanish students. So you will enroll in this 5-year degree that I will explain later, its structure and contents. And here you have a lot of information. If you go to the English version, it's only the basic information for you. If you go to the Spanish version or Catalan version, there is a lot more of information about regulations and academic tramitation that it's not useful for you, okay? So the main parts that you will use is this one, calendar and schedules and syllabus. If we go to syllabus, you will see that there is a list of all the subjects with some information about if they are compulsory, elective, how many credits, and some shortcuts, some buttons that open some documents, for instance, about the teaching staff, the schedules, or the official program of the subject, okay? But if you try to know what it is about the subject only by reading the official program, it's almost impossible. It's not very useful, okay? So we have other resources, and besides, it's not in English, it's only in Catalan or in Spanish, okay? So we have other resources which are graphic and are more useful to you. For instance, the graphic syllabus here is divided by year. It's a compilation that was done 3 years ago, and it has for all the subjects, it has a description of the exercise that they were doing this particular year and some samples of the work of the students. So it will help you to understand what this subject is about. But as I said, this was 3 years ago. If you want more updated information, then you have to go to this part. Now us. And for instance, we have this part here, Open ETSAB. This is an Instagram account with a compilation of an exhibition that takes part every year at the school. At the end of the academic year, takes place this exhibition that every subject shows what they have worked at the corridor. But last year, as the pandemic doesn't allow face-to-face activities, it was only in digital format. And it's in this, if you check there, you will find the last 3 years of the academic activities of the school, some samples and some contents. Okay, that will be helpful for you. Okay. Also, there are some subjects that, well, we'll get back then. Calendar and schedules here. You can find not only the academic calendar that I will explain now, but also the schedules of the different class groups, okay? Sorted by year and group. Okay, we will go back later to that, but if you have a look at the calendar, okay, the academic year is divided into semesters. How many of you are coming only for the first semester? Okay, okay. So, the enrollment will be only in September for both semesters. If you are staying here for the whole year, you have to choose both semester subjects now in September. Okay? So we will have the info meeting on day 7, and we have the enrollment from 8 to 10, and then classes will start on the 13th. And we go along until the end of December. There are 2 ways to pass a subject. We have a continuous assessment or evaluation. It means that during the semester, you will have partial examination, partial reviews, you have to deliver some tasks. And if everything is okay, maybe you pass the subject at this point. But for the studios, usually they ask you to make the final presentation at the final exams week, which is in January, okay? So usually you will have to be in January to end the subject, okay? And some subjects have compulsory final exams, okay? And then at the end of the exams, we have this special week, which is called the intensive week. There are some kind of elective subjects which are intensive and only have classes in this week. 1 week you do the subject. Okay? And we have another kind of electives which are called semi-intensive that are mixed. They have classes along the semester, but also in some days of this week. So if you enroll one of these subjects, you will have to stay in Barcelona until the end of the intensive week. Okay? And then the second semester will start just immediately, 31 January. Okay? We will have classes until the end of May, final exams in June, intensive week in June also. And if you are enrolled in a course of the first year of the degree, there is a third opportunity to pass the subject in another final exam, but only for the first year. Okay? Any questions about that? No? Okay. So, how is structured the architecture degree? As I said, it's composed by 5 years. And as you see, in the first year, there are basic subjects. The second year, they start with the studios of architectural design and urban design. This is one difference of our school from other schools. Usually, you may have only 1 studio per semester, a very big studio with a lot of credits and hours. Our students do 2 studios every semester. An architectural design studio, which is called Proyectos, and a urban design studio, which is called Urbanística. Okay? One of them is 7.5 ECTS credits, and the other one is 5. So you may take both of them or only one of them. It's up to you. Okay? So in the first year, we have basis for design, which is the architectural design studio. Then we have proyectos. And the 5th year, it's a bit different. It's what we call thematic studio. That is because in the second, third, and 4th year, we have both studios, architectural and urban design. But in the 5th year, it's only one. It's a thematic studio, and it's a studio which is focused in different range of approaches to the architectural design or urban design. And it's more, I would say, more demanding than the others, okay? So make sure that you are willing to work hard if you are following a thematic studio, okay? You can ask your academic advisor, because it doesn't matter what year at your home university you are. Maybe you are at your 4th year at the university, but if you want to take courses from the 2nd or the 5th year, it's okay for us. You can do it, okay? You can mix courses of the 5 years. Okay, and what type of courses are that? The one in oranges, I have already explained it, are the studios, okay? And as I said, from 2nd to 4th year, there are 2 studios every semester, and you can take both of them or just one. Then we have the pink ones. These are the theoretical courses. They start in the 1st year, basis of theory, history 1 and 2, theory 1 and 2. We have the yellow ones, which are the graphic subjects, starting by drawing 1 and 2 and the 1st year, hand drawing, and then they introduce CAD, and more complex when you advance, okay, until the 4th year, architectural implementation 4. And then we have these green subjects, which are the technical ones, and they are very strong at our school, okay? Maybe at your school, the architecture study plan has no such a load of technical subjects as here in Barcelona. And the reason of that is that in Spain, the architect, as a professional, is responsible of all the technical aspects of the building and the site of the work construction. Maybe at your home country, it's a different professional who is taking care of that. Here in Spain, it's the architect who has to take care of that. So our study plan includes a lot of technical subjects that, if you wish to take, you can take. But if you are not doing this kind of subjects at your home university, then we recommend you to start with the basic ones, okay? They are called construction, structures, conditioning, and services. And then from the 3rd year on, appear these kind of subjects in purple. These are the electives, okay? This is an offer that may change from one year to another. Usually they are in smaller groups, and they focus in a range of issues or activities that may change from one year to another. Okay? We will go back to them. There are a special kind of electives in the 5th year, which are related with the thematic studio. They are called seminars. And you can only take them if you enroll the thematic studio. Okay? Let's have a look at that. Okay, this is the offer for the thematic studio for this year. They are different in the 1st or in the 2nd semester. For instance, in the 1st semester, we see that there are 3 groups in the morning and 3 groups in the afternoons of thematic studio. It is the same subject, but they have different teacher teams, and they focus on different topics. Okay. For instance, architecture and reinvention, urban project and landscape. Some of them are more focused on big scale, others are more focused on technical issues of the project or public space. Or for instance, we have this new one this year, Laboratorio de Arquitectura Computational Design. They are more focused on new technology according to the project. How to find out more information about the contents? We go back to the website. We go back here, no, ask. And here at this link, as the offer of thematic studios and electives is new for this year, there were some info sessions before the summer, and they are recorded. Okay, if you go to this link here, for each group, you may find some information, videos or PDFs. Okay, or maybe on Tuesday They will present also each thematic studio. I'm not sure of how about the session will go. Or you can ask your academic advisor to explain a little bit more about the thematic studios. Okay. Okay. We go back. Okay. And as I said, there are some elective courses who are related with the thematic studio. For instance, this seminar with Group AC. You can take it only if you enroll the corresponding thematic studio Group AC. Okay? It's not compulsory, but it's recommended. Okay? For our students, it's compulsory to follow both at the same time because they are complementary. Okay? And you cannot take the seminar alone, only if you are enrolled here. Okay? So, we can guarantee you that you will have a spot available in any compulsory course that you want to follow, but we cannot guarantee a specific class group. So, if we go back to the compulsory list, okay, you will see that some of the courses take place only in one semester. For instance, in the third year, Proyectos 3 is in the first semester and Proyectos 4 is in the second semester. But the rest of the subjects, you can choose to do it in the first and in the second semester. So the first decision will be, okay, I want to follow it in the first semester or in the second semester. But also, we have several class groups of each subject. Some of them are in the morning and also in the afternoon. The team of teachers will be different, but the subject is the same. Okay? And even in the morning, there are several class groups with different schedules. Okay? And we do that to make smaller class groups. But we cannot guarantee that you will be in a specific group. Maybe when you come to enroll, we will have to tell you, okay, I'm sorry, this group is full. You have to take it in another group. That may mean that instead of having classes in the morning, maybe you will have classes in the afternoon. Or maybe it's better if you do it in the second semester because the time schedule will be better. Okay? And for the electives, there are smaller groups. So once it's full, we cannot enroll more students. So you will have to choose another elective. Okay? These are the charts for the electives for this year. They are divided, they are different in the first and the second semester. Okay? And here we have grouped them according to the class schedule. Because as you will see, many of them are at the same time. So if you are enrolled, for instance, in Innovaciones en Arquitectura y Tecnología, Innovations in Architecture and Technology, it has classes on Friday from 8:30 to 11:30. So you are not allowed to take this because they are at the same time. So with this chart, it's easier to understand if they overlap or not. Okay? You also have to take into account, these are the intensive subjects that take place this week at the end of the semester. If you enroll one of them, you cannot take another one. Or you cannot take the gray ones, neither, because they are semi-intensive. They have classes along the semester, but also in some days of the intensive week. Okay? So when you choose the electives for the first semester, if you choose one of the gray of the yellow ones, you can only take one of them, and you have to check the class schedule. So make sure you don't enroll subjects which are at the same time. Usually, you will be able to enroll one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one intensive or semi-intensive, but you have to check it, okay? They may also overlap with some compulsory courses, especially if you are mixing compulsory courses from second, third, fourth, and fifth year, okay? So your class schedule will be like a puzzle, and we will show you now later how to make it work, okay? What information do we have here about the subject? We have the code of the subject and the name. number of ECTS, the name of the teacher, the language of instruction. Here at the school, language of instructions are Catalan and Spanish, both. They are both official here in Catalonia, and it's up to the teacher to use one or another, okay? Usually, at compulsory subjects, we have, for a specific subject, a team teachers, and some of them will speak in Catalan, some of them will speak in Spanish, and you will enroll in a group, and then they will divide you in smaller groups for the classroom, and maybe you will be able to choose a teacher who doesn't speak Catalan if you don't understand it. And here, as there are only one group, we specify the language of instruction, okay? There are some in Catalan, some in Spanish, and a bit of them in English. In the last year, we have made an effort to, in some of the compulsory courses of second, third, fourth, and fifth year, make a small group of English. And we will show you later which is this offer, okay? Then we have the group of enrollment here, the classes schedule, if there are or not classes in the intensive week, and here is the classroom, okay? Please always double check the classroom at the website, because this information was printed in July, and there may be changes depending on the situation. So you will have to check the more updated information at the website before to go to attend a class. We will show you later how to do it in the website, or maybe we can do it now. Okay. If you go to calendar and schedules, and schedules.
Course list.
Schedule.
Like course list also here. Classroom.
Oh, well, at the list you have it. Okay. You can also have it here at schedule.
The schedule is by years.
Yeah. Here you have the schedules of first term, first year, and every group, class group. Okay. For instance, you go to here and you see the drawing one is at the classroom A11, A12, A13, A14. And these are the teachers in charge of the subject. Okay? Even you have the language of instruction. Sometimes when it says that the teacher speaks in Catalan, it's because they haven't given any information about it. And by default, they put it's Catalan. So not always when they say it's Catalan, it is true. Okay? When they say Spanish or English, it is because they have informed the academic administration. If they give no information, by default, it's Catalan. Okay? It doesn't mean that it's really only in Catalan, this teacher. Okay. So, we go back and to the offer in English. Okay. We have compiled here all the groups in English, first and second semester. For instance, in the first semester, compulsory courses of the second year, only Urban Design 1 have a group in English, with this group 1SMA, that means first semester, morning, 8 means English, Anglès in Catalan. For the third year, we have groups in the morning for Architectural Design 3, Urban Design 3, Architectural Representation 3, and Structures 2, who are fully in English. For History 2, it's only 50% in English. What does it mean? It means they will have among the group of teachers of this subject one who speaks in English, and part of the subject will be in English. For instance, if they have classes twice a week, one day they will put all the groups together and the class will be in Spanish. And the second day they split in smaller groups, and then the teacher who speaks English will speak English to these groups. Or maybe they decide that the first part of the semester will be all the general classes only in Spanish, and then the second part of the semester they will split in smaller groups and one of the groups will be in English. That's what that means. don't expect to be all in English, okay? We don't want to disappoint anyone. Okay, for the fourth year, this year only Urbanistica 5 will have a group in English. And in the fifth year, we have this thematic studio, group LAC. This is a new one. And they will mix all the languages, Catalan, Spanish, English, and also the seminar goes with it. And then we have 3 electives who are also fully in English. One of them is semi-intensive, the other is intensive. And another one who is in the mornings, okay? And similar in the second semester, okay? Okay. So, as I said, you can be, the day of your enrollment, we will ask you to bring these 2 forms. Okay. You have an appointment, each of you have a different date and time to come to the office, and you have to bring this already filled in, okay? This is just a statement that you have an insurance covering your stay here in Spain, okay? You just have to put your name, the data of your insurance, sign it, and submit it, okay, at the moment of the enrollment. And then this one is what you are asking to enroll. You put your name here, and you put the list of subjects of the first semester and the second semester you want to follow, okay? In the first column, the first semester. Second column, second semester. First part for the compulsory courses, second part for the electives, okay? And we need you to provide this information, the code of the subject, the name of the subject, but also the class group you wish to enroll. At this moment, we will check the availability, and we will tell you if there is place in this specific group, or we have to make changes, and then we have to reschedule your class schedule. And we can help you at this moment to make it work, okay? So, it's easy for the electives to let us know the group because there is only one group for one subject. But for the compulsory, you will have to check these schedules. Okay, that may seem very tricky at the beginning, but they are not so. So you have the information here printed by year. First page, this is the class schedules for the first year courses. It means this is the fall semester, spring semester, groups in the morning, groups in the afternoon. The same for the second year subjects, the same for the third, and so on. Okay? So let's make a guess. We are wishing to do subjects, compulsory courses of the third year. Some of them will take place only in one semester. Yes?
Sir, can I use the bathroom for just a second?
Yeah, sure. You want to wait or?
Oh, no, continue.
Okay.
I will come back.
Okay. Well, as I said, some of the compulsory courses are only in the first semester, like Arquitectura studio. So, Proyectos 3, you can only choose to do it morning or afternoon, okay? It is the same subject. The difference may be that the group of professors will be different in the groups in the morning than the groups in the afternoon. All the groups in the morning have the same group of professors, and they work the same exercise, okay? All the groups in the afternoon have another team of professors, but all the groups the same, and they work the same exercise. And the topic is the same morning and afternoon in general. For instance, architectural design studio of the third year is about dwelling, okay? But maybe in the morning they are working in a site in the city of Barcelona, and maybe the groups in the afternoon are working in a site in the city of Madrid, for instance. So the exercise can be different, but it's the same subject, okay? So maybe when you come, you say, okay, I want to join the group in English. Group 1SMA, first semester mornings English. And if we tell you, I'm sorry, it's full, you may change to this group or this group. And if these are full, maybe we will have to put you in the afternoon groups, okay? And maybe work for another class schedule. But we only will know at the moment of the enrollment. There are other subjects that are given in both semesters. So the first decision is first or second semester, and then morning or afternoon, and then different class groups. Sometimes the difference is only that you are put in a different classroom than other students, but you will work at the same exercise with the same group of teachers, okay? Okay. So when you come with this form, you put here this.
Perdona. Yo pensaba que ya estaba.
Vale. This one is T2 or one is T1 or one is MA, okay? And we will check if they are room available or not. Okay. More questions? And you will see, how can I check if I put several subjects from different years, some elective, some compulsory, if they match, if they overlap? We have a tool here at the website. It is explained in this other booklet, but we are going to have a look at it now. Customize schedule. And here you have the list of all the subjects of the architecture degree with all the possible class groups. So you start checking, and then here you see, és que has agafat dos grups de la mateixa assignatura. Here Maria has chosen the two groups of the same subject. Agafa de cursos més avançats, si hi ha alguna elective. Okay? I ves a baix, agafa alguna elective? Okay, yeah. So, you see, when they overlap, it's in red. It doesn't work. So you have to change or design 3 groups or drawing 1 group, because you cannot do it together. So you have to try several times until everything is in green, okay? So do that before you come for the enrollment, okay? And don't get mad with us when we tell you, I'm sorry, you cannot join this group. We will help you to make the class schedule work again, okay? At the moment of the enrollment. Okay. First you have to choose the term, then the subject, and then the specific groups, and you try several groups until it works. Okay.
¿Es algo de matrícula?
Ya está, ya voy a explicar. Sí, sí, ya está. Sí. So as a reminder, you can choose any compulsory course from 1st to 5th year. Okay. If you meet your academic advisor, you may ask them if they recommend you to follow a specific architectural design group, or maybe they encourage to do a taller temático, whatever. Then the only restriction is you cannot do 2 architectural design studios at the same semester. So you cannot take Proyectos 3 and taller temático, for instance. But you can take 1 architectural design studio and 1 urban planning studio in the same semester. Okay? For the electives, the restrictions are about the intensive and semi-intensives, only 1 of them. Okay? And the seminars, only with the taller temático. Then you are not allowed to do the final thesis project, and you can take as many subjects as you like, but they have to match the class schedules. We recommend not to take more than 5 or 6 per semester, between 24 and 30 ECTS, but it's also up to your home university. Maybe they ask you to do more. We don't know. Okay. Visiting students. Do we have visiting students here? No? Okay. And changes in your enrollment. Okay. For the first semester subjects, they will be until 20th of September. That if someone has enrolled and it has a big problem because, I don't know, we have made changes and we didn't notice that classes overlap, or they go to class and the teacher only speaks in Catalan and they understand nothing, okay, you come to the office and we try to make a change, okay? But only until 20 of September. On the 21, no more changes available for the first semester, okay? Because classes have already started, they form class groups and the teachers want a stable group after this date, okay? And for the second semester, there will be a period in early January to have any change you want for the second semester, okay? I think that's all. So Maria will explain you now some tools you will need to know for your stay here at school.
So in the useful tools document, we will explain what will be your user at UPC and email and the internet and other services you might find online in your school. So as a student at UPC, you will have a username and password, which will be in the form of your name dot last name, okay? And the password is related to your birth date plus the last two numbers of the ID passport or ID card that you put while pre-enrollment when you did the registration online, okay? That's an Anika. So, username, imagine is Albert Alto, it's albert.alto, and then the password is based on the date of the birth date. It's the two first numbers, it's the day, two numbers for the month, the two last numbers of the year, of your birthday year, and the two last number of the identification ID that he gave us. Okay? If it's any problem accessing any internet, you say, I cannot recover my user and password, you can send an email here at upcnet.edu. They are in the IT main support service, and they can help you on that. Your user at UPC is related to an email in the form of your username at studentcard.upc.edu. Okay? This email will be used by the secretariat of our school if they have to send information about changes or the COVID situation or all these things. So please use this email when contacting us and contacting the professors and things like this, okay? It is a Gmail account. So when you access the email, you have to go to Google, start session. If you are logged before, previously with another Gmail Google user, you will have to log out first and then log it in again, and then put the address of the email, the complete email, and then will appear the login of UPC. Okay, so then username with no @ and domain, just a username and password. This gives you access to the Google Workspace for Education, which has got different Google tools, like you got a Drive, you got Meet service, you got an email and documents and other things, okay? So this is important that you use this user when maybe you have to do or access, maybe some professor might put in the online campus a video. Sometimes it's restricted to the users of UPC. So it's important that if you do Meet for any of your courses, you use this account, okay? Like for instance, on Tuesday, the session we will do of information is important that you access with this account, because also we can identify you better, okay? So we can know and then
You have already sent the link to the meet on Tuesday.
no, it is in the arrival info we
Yeah.
we
Well,
send. We will
maybe
send
we
you a
will-
reminder.
We'll send you a reminder, but we will send you to the UPC account. So activate it as soon as possible. Okay?
Okay, is anyone had already accessed the account? You can do no, because some other students did. You can try these days, okay? Gracias, Anémica, Alicia.
On Tuesday meeting, if you access with other Gmail profile, we can give you individually access so you can attend the meeting only. But it's better if you have already activated this profile and enter the meetings with the UPC profile.
So there is mainly two intranets you will be using, and to find the link to this intranet, just go to our website, intranet, and you will find a list of intranets, and the one you will be mainly using is Secretaria, where is your student record, and Atenea, which is the online campus, okay? So if you enter in the link of the Secretaria, you will have to authentify with your username and password, and then you will have access to the different information of your personal record, okay? Which is your personal details that you can change. If you have a new address in Barcelona, you can specify there. Your record as a student, and also the marks, okay? And the enrollment. Moment. And also the information of subjects and the enrollment you have done. Sí, vaya innovación. But the first time you enter, you will see that the menu doesn't have more than two options, really. And this is because you have first to complete this information. And it's better you do know at the beginning of the academic year, because at the end of the semester you will see, I cannot see my marks because it doesn't appear. Just know that you access the account, try to access a secretary and complete this information. Here you will have to complete if you got an address in Barcelona, maybe the telephone. Once you have completed, then you have to complete to answer the authorization. This is about if you allow UPC to give your data to a third party and all these kind of things. So complete answer what you want, and once you have completed, then it will appear all the menu. And here is mainly your academic record, where it's your data, the subjects, maybe if you already have finished the first semester with what's the mark and the ones enrolled, and then the course guide. The course guide, you will find the list of courses you have enrolled with a PDF you can download, which is the syllabus of that. That's really the syllabus official ones you have enrolled, okay, of the subject. These are the marks. These marks are transferred from Atenea. So the continuous assessment you will have of that course will be first in Atenea. So you will have maybe to deliver some work there and will be marked, and at the end of the academic year will be a final mark. When it's finished the semester, the professor will transfer the marks here. So here it won't appear till the end of the semester, okay? And will be a period that the marks are temporary, are provisional, okay? and after a few days will be the final marks. You can check once after you took the exam and you know you got a mark in Atenea. You can check here, and when it appears, that is everything is correct. Okay.
At the end of the stay, our office will send to your home university an official transcript of records with all your marks, only at the end of your stay. But while you are here, as Maria said, you can check in Atenea if you have partial deliveries or examinations.
Like for if you are here for all the 2 semesters, when the first semester is finished, you can check your marks here, because we are not issuing yet the transcript of records, okay? And we will do issue at the end when you finish all your stay. So, and in forms and payments, you will find your enrollment, okay? As a change student, you don't pay, okay? But maybe you need to this for any of a thing, maybe your university is asking or whatever, and you can download is your data with the codes of the course, the semester, the number of credits, and the subjects enrolled, okay?
Yeah, the day of your enrollment, we will provide you a printed copy and we will ask you to sign another printed copy for us. But then if you want more copies of your enrollment, you enter a secretaria and you just print it or download it, okay?
Okay. The other internet you will be using is Atenea. Atenea is an online campus, and it's a Moodle platform. I don't know if you know, it's other universities use. So in going in our website internet, you will find a link. You put username and password, and then it will appear the different subjects. Okay. And each class sometimes are groups or smaller groups. They do subgroups, and there you should find. So if the professors say, "I'm going to pass you some documentation or something to read," or usually they
last year,
documents there, and you can also deliver works.
Last year our classes were online. There were a lot of activity at the virtual campus. This year, as they are face-to-face, maybe it's not so important, but a lot of teachers use it to provide you materials or to do the
assessment. Yeah.
Okay. So every teacher uses it in a different way, so they will explain you how to use it.
Okay. And here in our website, you will also find services. The main service you will be using will be the library, okay? And in the library, there is a link and you can find information about the bibliographic catalog, okay? And also, if you need to reserve a space, they got a form that you can fill in and reserve a space at the library to work. And the services, which mainly you will find information apart from the service they give, that they can give you support. I'm trying to download the software and I can maybe install because I got some problems. They can give you support. And also about the student software license, okay, that the school got access. And also the model lab that I think in the visit you will,
we will
go and visit with their rules and what's the equipment they have, okay? And here is what we said before, information about the schedule, how to customize your schedule, which is very important. You check before you come for the enrollment that there is not a clash or overlap in subjects, okay? So that's all. We are going now to do a tour around the school, but if you have any questions, you could ask now, and we will reply.
Maybe you have some document that you need to be signed. I don't know, your arrival certificate or your learning agreement. Please always come to our office for signature. Don't ask your academic advisor to sign anything, okay? Come to our office and we will get it signed. And we ask you if you can to do it after the enrollment, okay? Because this first week we'll be attending these arrival sessions. The days of the enrollment, we'll be only doing the enrollment. So after enrollment, you can come to the office and we will sign any papers that you need, okay? So, yeah, we go for the tour now if you don't have any questions. Okay.